His willpower is enough to challenge even the Guardians. Hey guys, today I'll give you the comic book origins of the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is the evil combination Batman and Green Lantern. And I have to say, he looks completely awesome. The way his design looks, with all the black and the green merged in one, it definitely works for me. But the issue basically starts, like all the others, on a negative Earth. This one being negative Earth 40, I think. But it basically starts with Bruce Wayne as a child walking with his parents down Crime Alley until they get gunned down by a man named Joe Chill, which is basically the standard Batman origin story. But in this one, Bruce becomes unbelievably pissed and says that he feels nothing, not even fear. And when he goes off to chase Joe Chill, a Green Lantern power ring shows up and says, "Bruce Wayne, you have the ability to basically, he can withstand great fear. Welcome to the Green Lantern Corps." With that, Bruce became a Green Lantern, and he went after Joe Chill and tried to kill him, as he even told him to die. But the Lantern Ring kept on saying that there was an error. The fact that he tried to use lethal force and the ring would not allow it. But Bruce kept on saying that he didn't care and that he deserves to die. Why should he get to live if his parents didn't? But basically the ring kept on climbing higher on a scale of how strong Bruce's will is, until his willpower was so strong it overloaded the ring and actually melted Joe Chill. And in the most graphic way. I mean, the way that the drawing is for Joe melting is actually quite ingenious, quite cool how they do it. But with that, he became a more violent Bruce Wayne, more than the one that we used to on the DC Universe Earth-Zero. But this one even killed characters like the Scarecrow and the Penguin by flying him up into the atmosphere and letting him get torn apart in a meteor shower. When he meets with Jim Gordon, he tells him about how his methods are incredibly cruel and violent, but Bruce tells him to shut up and says, "You have a daughter, right? Sad. She'll have to grow up without you." And with that, he completely annihilates Gordon. But afterwards, the Guardians and a load of Green Lanterns show up, telling him that he has done the unthinkable and used lethal force as a Green Lantern. And basically, they want the ring back. But Bruce isn't giving it back so easily, and he just proceeds to use all of his willpower to kill as many of them as possible, even ripping one of the Guardians' heads off. He then goes on to say how he is now known as Dawnbreaker. But not only that, he doesn't go by the standard Green Lantern oath. Instead, he has his own one. "With darkness black, I choke the light. No brightest day escapes my sight. I turn the dawn to midnight. Beware my power, Dawnbreaker's might." Now, I think that's just as cool as the Black Lantern's oath. But when the Batman Who Laughs recruited Dawnbreaker for the attack on Earth-Zero, he went up against Hal Jordan and nearly defeated him, until Dr. Fate shows up and manages to save Hal. Which is basically the same with the origins of Red Death and the Drowned. Red Death fights Flash, Dr. Fate saves him. The Drowned fights Aquaman, Dr. Fate saves him. But Dawnbreaker's abilities are basically all the same of a regular Green Lantern, except for the fact his will is at least 3 times stronger, and he definitely has a cooler design. And it's like he has a more darker green constructs. But that's about it for Dawnbreaker, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. But I'll be back tomorrow to give you more origin stories. See you guys.